For the past couple months, we've been with F&S Building Innovations and taking a look at some of the renovations they've done in our area. Well, now we're actually going to go behind the scenes and take a look at the building process itself with Jeremy and Alicia. Take a look at today's Your Home.
Welcome back to Your Home. I'm Jeremy and this is Alicia, and we're with F&S Building Innovations. You know, contractors sometimes get a bad rap. They get a misconception of, are they going to show up? Are they going to do what they say they're going to do? Is the job site going to be clean? Today we're going to give you a behind the scenes shot of actually what it looks like on site.
However, we do want you to have a realistic picture of what actually transpires during a renovation project. It's not always nice and neat and clean. There is a process. So we're going to take you inside this project and just talk to you a little bit about those things to expect.
So one of the things to consider when doing a project like this is access to the job. You know, how do we get to the job? Pulling our vehicles into the driveway. You know, one thing to consider also is, you know, the guys are going to be walking back and forth, whether that's on your grass or that's in your driveway or however that looks. Just be aware of some of the things that is going to take place.
Obviously, the guys are going to do their very best, especially if it's raining like it is today, to not track mud and grass into your house or onto your deck, but just be aware of it. We'll do our best, but we're not perfect, and construction is controlled chaos.
That's right. Now, another thing to consider is dust. Are we going to create dust? I guess so, yeah.
There's a couple ways that can be handled. If you have severe allergy issues, you might want to consider having a HEPA filter used. F&S does have HEPA filters that we can use for that. If you're doing a long-term renovation, in that case, you might need to consider whether you're going to have to move off the property while the major things are being done.
Why don't we go inside and take a look at some of the other things you should consider. Today we're on site of a job that's probably going to take at least 2 to 3 weeks to complete. Now our guys work throughout the whole day, and when it's time to go home, a lot of times our customers will come out onto the job site after we have left and see some unfinished business. Maybe a piece of trim isn't installed or something just quite isn't fitting right. We do a punch list at the end of the job so that everyone on board knows that it's going to get taken care of.
Yeah, as long as our customers remember, construction is a process. So the end of each workday, everything's not going to be tied up just perfectly. But that's why at substantial completion we do that punch list, so it gives you an opportunity to go back and point out any things that you have questions or concerns about. Another really important thing to think about when you're doing a renovation is planning for downtime, especially if you're doing a kitchen or a bath. You may not have access to those rooms for a short period of time when a new kitchen's being removed and a new one's being hooked up. So you've got to plan in advance and have a plan for that. So F&S is going to try to work with you to make sure you have access to water and those kind of things throughout your renovation.
You know, you heard the old saying, expect the unexpected. Well, in a contractor's world, we hear that all the time, and of course we see it. You know, when we're working with the electrical, maybe an old house, we tear off some sheetrock, you find some things you just didn't see.
There's some other things that can cause delays that you want to be prepared for. One of them is the weather. If you have an outside addition, obviously we can't control the weather and there may be some delays there. The other thing is inspections. We don't control the inspector's schedule, so you have to allow for that. Also, if you're going to be digging, you always have to call Miss Utility to make sure anything you do is safe and you're not hitting any electrical lines.
So when considering a project with F&S Building, today we did want to show you what it looks like on a job site. You know, our guys working back here, you know, at the end of each day, we want you to know that we're going to leave your job site broom finished, clean. We actually put that in our contract, so our guys are going to clean up and sweep up so it's nice and dust free at the end of the day. You know, it's very important when you're considering a contractor to get a trained employee. You know, our guys have been here quite some time, have great experience. Of course, we always are trying to train the younger generation as well. You know, it's a great opportunity to work at F&S Building if you're looking for employment.
We're hiring, by the way.
Absolutely.
So if you're considering any type of renovation project, an addition, a sunroom, a kitchen, call F&S Building Innovations. We've been around for 41 years, so we have stood the test of time. We've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're licensed, insured. We've got great employees who are going to go the extra mile to make sure that you're satisfied with your finished product. I know you all heard about the disaster and devastation that's taking place in Texas and Louisiana with Hurricane Harvey. F&S has become a collection site for Gleaning for the World. Our location is right on 460 in Roanoke, and we will collect any supplies that you can bring to go and help those folks. F&S has also decided to donate $5,000 to Gleaning for the World because it takes a lot of money to get all of those trucks to the site of devastation. Ron Davidson with GFTW has said they're going to go for 30 trucks in 30 days. So we want to do everything that we can to help get these supplies to those folks.
If you'd like to drop off some items for Gleaning for the World, F&S Building Innovations is located on Orange Avenue in Roanoke. Their phone number there, 540-985-9160. That's also their showroom as well, fs4seasons.com online, and you can find them on Facebook as well. If you'd like to find out more about Gleaning for the World themselves, their phone number, 434-993-3600, or online at gftw.org. And we'll be right back.